Learning to code in 2025 involves leveraging modern tools, resources, and approaches tailored to current technologies and trends. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you get started. As usual, at first you need to define your goals. Why do you want to code? You want to build websites, apps, or games. You want to work in data science, AI, or cybersecurity. You want to automate tasks or dive into blockchain or Web3. You want to gain a high income skill, or you just want to pursue a hobby. Knowing your goals help you choose the right programming language and tools. If you want to learn web development, you start with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and TypeScript. And you have tons of other frameworks and libraries after that. If you want to build mobile apps, you have Swift for iOS, Kotlin for Android, Flutter, Dart, and many more. If you want to go into game development, you might want to start with C#, Unity, or Unreal Engine C++. Similarly, for data science and AI, you can start with Python, R, or Julia. For system programming, you can start with C or Rust. And for general automation and scripting, you can start with Python, and we have tons of other frameworks like Selenium and WebDriver.io. After you're done choosing a programming language, you then have to start utilizing modern learning resources. When there was no any AI tool to help, we would mostly be dependent on tutorials and Google resources and Stack Overflow. But now in this modern era of AI and other advanced technologies, you have different online platforms, courses that you can use to learn coding easily, effectively, and with proper guidance so that you can complete or achieve your target within short span of time. So you can start by choosing online platforms where you can learn interactive coding such as Free Code Camp or Codewars for code challenges, and LeetCode for preparing for your interview once you're done or once you have acquired skills that you might think is essential for the job that you're looking for. And after that, and also you can choose different courses from Udemy or Coursera or edX. You can also use AI powered tools like ChatGPT, GitHub Copilot, which can help you debug, generate, and explain the code properly. You can also join coding bootcamps like App Academy, Lambda School, and Ironhack offer structured intensive programs for career changes. And likewise, you can also follow the tutorial from YouTube channels which are very popular. And similarly, you can also find books, for example, like Automate the Boring Stuff with Python or You Don't Know JS. These are the kinds of books that you can read if you're really into books and not into tutorials. And there will be always a documentation for the programming language that you want to learn, so you can also use that as well. After that, you need to set up your environment. You can install these modern tools for coding like Code Editor, which will be VS Code, and JetBrains IDEs. And depending on which programming language that you are going to learn, you can find the best one if you look in the internet. For version control, you can use GitHub, or you have tons of other Bitbucket or GitLab, any of the version control software that you want. And once you start learning, you'll start to deal with package managers. So if you are learning JavaScript, there's npm. If you're learning Python, there's pip. If you're learning Rust, there's cargo. So depending on what programming language that you're learning, you will find specific package managers for that programming language. Once you're done setting up your environment, you need to start building projects. And this is once you have the basic foundational knowledge of programming. So at first, before starting or building any projects, you either look the documentation or watch a tutorial and at least finish the basic foundational knowledge of the programming language that you're learning. Once you have a basic foundation of any programming language, it might be easy for you to switch to different programming language because the concept will be mostly similar, but the syntax might be different. So at first, I suggest that before starting to build the projects. Now, hands-on experience is the best way to learn. So start with small projects like to-do app or a calculator. So it will help you to use the foundational knowledge. So once you are done with foundation, the best way to understand and grasp it is by building small projects. So don't dive into big projects at first. Just stick to small projects and build chunk by chunk, and you'll start learning slowly. So once you're done with that, you can build more complex projects such as your portfolio website, which is the best project to work on. And you can even build small games or a machine learning model. Also, once you've started to build projects, you can start contributing to open source projects on GitHub as well. Join a community. It's always good to have someone who's learning or who is experienced to have by your side, so that it will be easier for you to ask something if you don't understand, if you get stuck. So it's better to join community if you don't have a friend or a mentor who is teaching you. So you can join different forums in Stack Overflow or Reddit, and you can start getting involved in those communities. You can ask your questions if you have any, and then it'll be helpful for you to learn more about the issues that you're facing, and it will also broaden your knowledge, because there'll be tons of issues from different people, and there'll be tons of help from other people, or you can help someone else or get help as well. Likewise, you can join Discord, and you can also start getting involved in hackathons. After you are in a state where you have some skill, you can start solving problems. You can start practicing algorithms and data structures on few of these websites like HackerRank or Geeks for Geeks, CodeChief. These platforms help you have more understanding and knowledge about algorithms and data structures, and it will help you down the line once you are in a process of becoming a better version of yourself. Similarly, a lot of things has changed in past few years, so it's always good to keep in touch with the upcoming or new trends. So you can start following the blogs, podcasts, and newsletters so that you are up to date with the industry. So try and find newsletters or magazines, or even follow a YouTube channel which posts daily updates on tech. So you can find so many useful resources in the internet, so go and look for that. The most important thing in 2025 would be embracing AI for learning. AI tutors and assistants can help you understand concepts, generate code, and debug efficiently. And you can save a lot of time if you use AI, because the time that you spend on finding resources in different websites, if you ask AI, or if you ask ChatGPT for the issue that you're facing, then it might be able to help you within seconds. If not, there's always going and doing your own research in Google. But the first thing I would suggest you is to embrace AI. Not just ChatGPT. If you know some other tools which can help you learn programming better, then you can always use that. And if the AI cannot solve your issue, then you can always look for other resources. The last thing is to practice consistently. Set a routine, dedicate at least 1 to 2 hours if you are a beginner programmer and want to gain skill within a short time frame. Then you need to start dedicating few hours daily to code, and take sufficient breaks so that you don't get overwhelmed. You don't understand nothing, but you have been spending a lot of time coding, so it's better to take some rest so that you can free your mind, and then you can grasp more knowledge. If you're looking for a job, then it's better to learn something beyond coding, which is to develop your soft skills as well. And if you want to get into AI or game development, you can sharpen your mathematics skills. And if you want to get into UX UI design, then you can learn some extra skills which might help you down the line. Lastly, you have to showcase your work or the projects that you've worked on to others so that you can get feedback, and it'll be easier for you to find a job as well. So it's better to showcase your skills by posting regular updates in LinkedIn and making a GitHub repo so that you can add all the projects that you've been working on. So by staying consistent and leveraging the new resources in 2025, you'll not only learn coding but also position yourselves for exciting opportunities in tech. So let me know if you like this personalized roadmap, and if you have any questions or queries, you can always leave that in a comment. If you like this video, then please leave a like, and hopefully your coding journey goes well in 2025. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.